The Wale Municipal Hospital in the Northeast region has suspended operations following a power outage that hit some parts of the West Mamprusi municipality yesterday. The region is already facing a humanitarian crisis as floods from the Bagre Dams Spillage have rendered many homeless, cutting off communities and submerging a lot of farms. The situation is further worsened by the inability of NADMO to extend support to displaced persons due to the heavy rains. 6 lives have been lost already. Let's take you live there now and speak to correspondent Ilyasu Tanko about the situation. Ilyasu joins me now. Ilyasu, first tell us what the situation is regarding the floods right now. It's like we've lost Ilyasu there. We'll try and raise him back up. But these are pictures you're seeing as a result of the spillage of the Bagre Dam. You see some of the farmers there counting their losses and obviously distraught. You also see some community people moving through what looks like a little pond in front of their houses there. We'll be connecting also with Albert Soria, correspondent in the Upper East region, who was more on this. Albert is joining me on Zoom. Albert, you hear me? Do you see me? And if you do, tell us what the situation is at the moment.
Yes, Gifty, it's still raining here in the Upper East region. It's been raining on and off since morning. It was the same yesterday. And so because of this, a lot of people have had to stay indoors. Now, I was on an assignment this afternoon, and the rain kept interrupting, throughout. And eventually, I just had to ride my bike through the rain in order to get home. But what I can tell you is that most of the farmlands, which are even very close to the road, specifically the Bolga-Nabrongo Road, all the farmlands, most of the farmlands, I should say, are flooded. Now, over the last 2 days, we've been getting calls from people in communities like Pualugu and the Talensi areas. And then if you go to the Bazua areas in the Boko West District, people are complaining that their farmlands are submerged. Now, for people who are also living in low-lying areas, we are getting calls also that, some houses are currently flooded. But because it's been raining, we are yet to get to these people to actually speak to them and to ascertain how serious the situation is. What I can report, though, is that it's getting very serious as we speak.
Very serious, and I can see you all, closed up for this season, but it sounds pretty much like double trouble. So there's the Bagre Dams Spillage, and then there is you have the rains as well. That's adding to the troubles. Have authorities come to the rescue of these people? Have you heard anything from them at all?
Yes, NADMO actually started doing a training about 2 weeks ago. They were training their staff in terms of how they can rescue people who may be trapped, how they can pump water out of people's rooms if the situation should happen. This was all in anticipation for all of this. But like I said, it's been very difficult for everyone to actually go out there. So I am yet to come across the NADMO officials, actually doing their work. But then I've seen some posts which have been uploaded on Facebook. In fact, the gentleman who uploaded that video is a NADMO official in the Talensi district. And he has actually showed us how they were pumping water out of somebody's compound in the Talensi district. Now, myself, where I'm talking to you now is just around where I live. And all around me, there is water everywhere. And usually we don't get flooding situations in this part of the town at all. So you can only imagine what is happening in places which are in low-lying areas. Now, in Pualugu, for instance, all the farmlands are submerged. And I'm told that the Pualugu tomato factory is, in fact, the yard of that factory is currently flooded. That is a call I got from a farmer in the area as well. So hopefully as the rain subside, we'll get out there and actually talk to people and bring some visuals of how the true situation is as we speak.
At the moment. Albert, thank you so much. But before you go, we know that 6 persons have been killed. I'm not sure how much, again, information you have, but I'll just leave it. Okay, well, I understand that particularly for Eliasu. Eliasu has just been able to connect with us. So let me leave you out of that question, Albert. Thank you so much. Let me go to Eliasu Tanko. Eliasu joins. Eliasu, 6 persons, we understand, have died. Can you refresh our memories on exactly what circumstances led to their death?
Yeah, so on the 21st of August, that's last month, NADMO report says that a 3-year-old girl had left her home in Bunkurgu Township to play with her colleagues when the rain started. And so after the rain subsided, she decided to go back home, and she was swept. She was knocked down by the flood and swept into a nearby pit. Subsequently, she was found dead in that pit. Same day, a man in a village called Penton was traveling from a village, another village, where he had attended a funeral of a family relative. He was also drawn in a river. And also last week in the East Mamprose District Municipality, a community called Langbinsi, NADMO says 1 man also died due to the floods. And then also in Janga, which is in the West Mamprose Municipality, another person also lost his life. And only on Saturday, 2 days ago, 2 persons also got drowned. Two persons also drowned in the Mamprugu Muaduri district. And the report that we have is that these people had attempted to use a small canoe to harvest on their maize field. Unfortunately, the canoe capsized and they were drowned. So these are the circumstances of the death of the 6 persons that we are currently having in the region.
That's very detailed. Thank you for that. Very worrying videos as what we're seeing. I'm looking at a video in which, it looks like some, a number of cows are being washed away with a flood. And I'm not sure which area this is, and if you have any information on that. Do you?
Well, the worst hit in the northeast region is the Mamprugu Muaduri district. Not surprising, this district is called the Overseas District. And so as we speak, the district has been cut off. You will not be able to access the region. You will not be able to access the district unless you go through the Upper East region, through Navrongo to Fumbisi, and several other roads leading to this particular district has been washed away, and bridges have collapsed, and a lot of people are currently trapped in their communities. Last week, the regional, the officials in the district capital have to suspend the market operation because the entire regional capital got flooded. And so I assume that the videos that you are showing is from the Mamprugu Muaduri district, apparently, because this is the district that was hit by this particular disaster.
Very disturbing. But what is the situation right now? What can you report?
Well, the region continued to receive several millimeters of rain, especially this morning. And we got a report from the local NADMO service saying that even the regional capital got flooded. It's flooded this morning. And we also understand that part of Cherpone has also flooded, especially the road linking to Yendi in the northern region, we understand has been cut off. And as I speak to you, the rain are still coming.
Have authorities responded as of now?
Well, there have not been any official emergency aid plan. At least we have not gotten it from local NADMO service here. What they are saying is that because the rains are still coming, it is nearly or almost impossible for them to go out to these communities that are affected to do any effective assessment And so what they are doing really is to wait for the rains to subside so that they can send out their men to this community to do proper assessment, and then subsequently they will know how to respond and to rescue these victims.
Ilyasu, thank you.